Hey everyone, Caront here, welcoming you back to Suikoden 5. In the last episode, we picked back up with the story, headed here to Yashina Village to figure out what's going on with Lord Lake, how to fix it, and particularly how to meet with the beavers who know how to fix the situation. We also headed over to Beaver Village to, well, meet them, and, well, Beaver Lodge, I should say, to meet them and hopefully fix the situation. In this episode, we are going to head over to the Ceras Lake ruins, where we are supposed to go to figure out how to fix the situation. Now, you might be asking yourself, if you ended the episode over in Beaver Lodge, why are you here in Yashina Village? Well, if you want to get to the Ceras Lake ruins, you can't do it via Beaver Lodge. The only place you can get to is a place called the Waterfall Basin, and we will be going there later, just not yet. In order to get to Ceras Lake, though, we need to leave Yashina Village and go west. I do want to add also, in between, I got Cornelio and I picked up the Doremi elf, the Solati. I will be dumping both of them shortly, so fear not, they're not going to stick around very long. Okay, so, in order to get to the Ceras Lake ruins, we've got to head west out of here and snake around a whole bunch of places. And given that, well, let's see. Well, nah, now's not the time to talk about beavers. I was sitting there thinking, like, well, I should talk about the beavers. No, I shouldn't. All I will say about the beavers is, well, for now, at very least, they are probably the best example I can think of in virtually any game of a party member or a group of party members who are totally useless in one aspect and utterly remarkably useful in another. We'll obviously get to that when the time comes. But for now, we made it to Ceras Lake ruins, so let's head in. I gotta say, I kinda wish that that little riff of music that we heard going in continued on, because it's a nice little mellow piece. Then again, this song's pretty good too. Not great, but pretty good. Also, hi there!
So you've come.
So, you're a friend of Lucretia's?
I don't know her well enough to call her a friend, but she did tell me about you. First things first, though. Show me the Dawn Rune.
I see. That's it, without question. Come with me. This way. Hey, hold it! How about telling us where you're going? Yeah, that's right. If the rest of you don't want to come, you don't have to. I need only the prince. Huh. Are these guys' glasses on too tight or something? Well, trust me, there's not really any way for glasses to be on too tight, at least given the fact that I've worn them for like 20 years or so. Excuse me, but... What now? Please tell us your name, at least. Oh, right, of course. You may call me Zweig. And let's just say I'm a scholar, and leave it at that. You don't look like a scholar. Actually, he kind of does. A scholar of what? You'll know soon enough. Now, if you're satisfied, let's go. This way. And he joins up with us, which means, yeah, Cornelio, time to take a hike. Bye. Alright, so, woo, welcome to the ruins. They're very not so ruiny, really.
Stop right there.
You again, Lorelei? I told you to stop sneaking around after me.
How come these guys can go with you and I can't? They're nothing but a bunch of women and children.
You do fall under those categories yourself, you know.
Hey, you! I I don't like weaklings, and you look about as frail as they come.
There she goes again.
I don't care what Zweig says. You gotta be stronger than me if you want to pass.
Prince, let me take care of this.
Nah, I got it. That's a good boy.
Come on, show me what kind of man you are.
And thus we get duel number 3.
I guess I'll just settle this thing right here and now.
That sounds like a special attack, so I'm gonna guard.
Don't let that swell your head. I'm only just getting started.
Special again? Okay, good. I'm reading this a lot better than last time.
Don't let that swell
Whoop.
your head. I'm only just getting started.
Hey, thanks for the repeat, Lorelei.
I'm still fine. I can still fight.
That's gonna be attack, so I'm gonna go special.
You're stronger than I thought.
She's gonna defend, so attack.
Hey, you'll pay for that. Here comes another one.
Attack. Hey! Flawless victory! Woohoo!
Beaten by a kid?
How could I lose to a weakling like you? Are you alright? Are you satisfied now? This way. Follow me. Wait! What do you want now, crazy lady? He beat you fair and square! Okay, so maybe you're not as weak as I thought. I've just got one favor to ask, that's all. Take me with you, please! Alright. I can come then? Hey, who said it was alright? I did, I'm the prince. I can't come with you? If I let you go inside, you have to promise to do what you're told. That's the condition. Alright, I promise. Wait, inside? Yes, inside. What? How'd that happen? Yikes! Yikes! The wall just disappeared! Ah! Scary human magic! Lucretia asked me to bring you here. Coming? Prince, I hope we can trust this guy. And since Lorelei's in the party, bye Solity. Now, I actually am not going to go in just yet, because this is the hardest dungeon that we have seen so far. So what I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to go back to town, back to Rathfleet, most notably, and I'm going to get Zweig and Lorelei's weapons sharpened and all that jazz, because I do want them to join us in the party. I will probably... Let's see, who do I want to take out of the party for them? I'm probably going to take out Sialeeds and most likely Zigai, I would think. So, yeah, I'm going to step away. I'm going to get them sharpened up and all that good stuff, and I will see you guys back here. Wow! Gosh, this is incredible! What is this place? These are ruins. Ruins dating back to the ancient Sindar civilization. Sindar? You mean that Sindar? Indeed, this civilization that once flourished in this land in ages past. They had far more advanced technology than we do today, because this is a JRPG, and it can never be any different. But they disappeared quite suddenly. Legend has it that the Queendom of Felina was founded not long after that. I thought they were just some old fairy tale Grandpa told me. They were real? These ruins are in remarkable shape for being so ancient. No kidding. I guess I should congratulate you on finding this place. I was just lucky, that's all. Congratulations to you on sniffing this place out too. I've told very few souls of its existence. Guess I was lucky too, then. Hey, you! So that key to destroying Hatred Fortress is here, right? Is that what Lucretia told you? Is it here or not? Well, I suppose she's not exactly wrong. Typical. We find ruins as well preserved as these, and her first thought is to use them as a weapon. And women are supposed to be so conciliatory. Something you'd like to say to me, Zweig? Lorelei, I don't think that helps you rebut his point any. If the shoe fits. Let's go. Alrighty, so here we are in the Ceras Lake ruins. You notice that waterfall flowing over a door there? Yeah, that's what we've kind of got to get rid of. But we got to go to the left and right to do that. I want to add a couple of things before we get started here. First off, Zweig and Lorelei are in the party, and as I mentioned, I switched them out for Zigai and Sayalid. So, effectively, Lorelei's in the back, Zweig is in the middle, which is fine with me, really, as far as that's concerned. I will also mention a couple of extra things. One, I went ahead and kitted pretty much everybody out as far as equipment was concerned. That's why I have much less potch now than I did, well, recording-wise, about 13 minutes ago. Also, Lorelei comes with the Drain Rune attached to her, which recovers about 10% of any damage that she causes. This is a good thing to have, obviously, especially for somebody like her who's a little more frail, I suppose. So, yeah, just something that I wanted to add to that. And actually, while I'm looking at it, I need to fix Shigura up a little bit because he's a wee bit winded. There we go. Okay, so, the main reason I kitted everybody out, got everybody all souped up and such, is because this dungeon, like I said, is the hardest we've seen yet. One other thing that I did that is going to help us immensely in this is I actually went ahead and used party experience to get Zweig and Lorelei's treasure hunt up to level C. It starts at D, so it's only one level, but still, I wanted to go ahead and use party XP for that, because treasure hunt, the better you get it, the much better that it is in terms of giving you stuff at the end of a battle, and I want that to be in play pretty much anywhere I go with a party member who has that. Alright, so, enough chit-chat, let's go. Okay, so, we are going to be exploring some very, not super twisty ruins, but they're kind of twisty-turny a little bit here. And for our first candidates for extermination, we have... Oh boy, this is going to be fun. Skeletons and zombies! Since we get to attack first, let's just go ahead and mash it out. But you notice straight off, these guys are pretty strong. They're certainly stronger than anything we've dealt with so far. So, yeah, do not take them lightly. The only reason that I did what I did is because I had the chance to attack first.
What a pain.
Yeah, I know. But had I not had the chance to attack first, I probably would have gone a more conservative magic-fueled route. Okay, go north here, and get into another battle. Okay, once you're done with that, hit the switch. Hooray! Progress! Alright, so now that we've opened that up, let's go ahead and head west because, hey, we got some treasure to get. We have another battle! And we have a Guardian Scarf, which, let me see if that's worth equipping. I don't remember if it is or not. Okay, I also have been picking up bone bracelets and bone heals while here, so I'm not going to equip them on anybody because, well, the bone bracelets are pretty much garbage. The bone heals kind of are too. Let's see, Guardian Scarf, magic defense plus 10. That will be good for... That actually will be good for Freador, of all people. Okay, well, we'll put that up. There we go. Man, I didn't realize his magic defense was quite that low. Jeez. Okay, so from here, essentially, we're going to head back to the original intersection and go south. Which, fortunately, as it turns out, isn't very far away. Hello. Goodbye. Alright, so once we get through this, then we need to mosey on through and head north to hit another switch. Yay! Alrighty, so now we've got that. let's find ourselves a new enemy! The embryo! Man, that thing looks weird. I mean, just that it rolls up and you can kind of see the crazy look to it. It's an odd beast. I'm really not sure what else to say about it except it's just weird. And it can hit like a tank. With lightning. And it also knocks Kyle for a loop, which is not good. Fortunately, though, it's not too terrible. And we get a fairly weird rune piece, the steel rune, which, not a fan of using particularly, but it's still a nice thing to have anyway. Okay, anyway, now let's head west and go south first because we've got a treasure to pick up down here. We have a Robe of Destiny, which I guess I should have waited to do my equipping stuff beforehand. Now, you notice that's really good for Maroon, but I'm not equipping Maroon. So I'm going to give this to Leon because she kind of needs it. Especially well, she didn't really need the speed upgrade, but it's still nice. Okay, so once you're done with that, go back, head west again, and then head up for stairs. And a new enemy! Hello, Ghost Shields! I'm going to concentrate on taking the embryo out first, though, because, yeah, it's horrifying. Alright, let's see. Okay, she's got the lightning rune, you notice, Lorelei does, and now I guess wouldn't be the worst time in the world to use... it would be a fairly bad time to use this, actually, because there's not a line attack on that, so never mind. You get to attack normally. Alright, this wouldn't be a bad idea, honestly, as far as using Sworn Protector, because, like I said, I want to make sure that that embryo is dead. Deader than dead, before it has a chance to do that.
Here we go.
Oh well, we didn't quite kill it before it could do a lightning attack, but still, not bad. Okay, now for these Ghost Shields, let's see what they've got to them, because we haven't fought them yet. Alright, so about 500 HP, not bad. And they can hit fairly hard for this point in time, but not to the point that I am utterly shocked or alarmed.
We did it!
Okay, now, down the stairs. And kill another embryo. But more importantly, we get to head over here and find ourselves another room. First off, I'm going to go pick that treasure chest up. Fortunately, and let me heal Kyle up a little bit here, these enemies haven't been quite as potent as I feared they would be, primarily because they've been focusing so much on my front row, which is Kyle, which, well, that's good because Kyle's really strong. Alright, so we pick up the old book, and we get another switch to push. Well, that takes care of part of our problem, but of course we've got to get rid of the rest of it too. So I'll meet you guys back at the waterfall room and we'll head east. Alright, we are back at the waterfall room. Of course you notice it's a little diminished, but now we gotta head to the east and do our business there. Okay, so let's go ahead and head down the stairs. And then lots of souths, really, for this first little bit. Go south, keep going, down the stairs, and then go south again. And once we get down this way, we find a window set 2, in fact, so definitely worth hanging on to, of course. Now, let's go north, and then north again, to find a battle. But more importantly, when we go north, we're going to find ourselves a switch to hit. And once we get done with that, basically just swerve west here into the hallway. Okay, now that we're back at the first intersection and I've read my notes right, let's go this way. Okay, let's try that again. Let's head this way. Head east and north through the door that just opened up. Yay! And then keep heading north, because we have another switch that awaits us. And that opens up a door back where we were a little bit earlier. Alright, so now, head east. And we make our way through a door that's already been opened. And as we head into said room, we have another big switch there. But more importantly, at least for now, we have, if I can open it, the Tiger Tactic. Which, let's go ahead and show that off here. Tiger Tactic is, well, you see it down there. It's a pretty stacked formation, just like what we have with the Arrowhead. Plus 10 attack and plus 10 magic on the rear line, though. This is big, especially if you have a lot of spellcasters in your party, say, ones that we'll get later particularly. It's of limited usage right now. Let's see, which do I prefer? Oh god, not that one, that's for sure. Let's see, Arrowhead's plus 2 attack. Tiger's plus 10 attack, though, and Kyle is mostly what matters on this. So yeah, let's go ahead and switch it over, actually. It'll have limited usage right now, so I'm going to maneuver things a little bit. Lorelei, you're going in the back to be switched out with Leon. And I think I actually like it that way right now. Alright, now, of course, let's hit the switch. Okay, now that we've taken care of that, back to the first intersection. And once we've made our way back here, essentially we're going to go back to that door that we just opened. And once we get through this door, we have one last hallway to traverse ultimately. Let's see. Alright, yeah, let's go north here. And once we go north here, we find ourselves in yet another switch room with basic magic, which is really good. It means that now we can train magic skills to level B, which is nice. It doesn't quite get us to epic skill level just yet, but we're certainly on our way there. With that, of course, hit the last switch. And no more waterfall. Alright, so that pretty much takes care of everything we need to do here at Ceras Lake, for the most part. But we do need to finish a little bit more business before then, so I will see you guys back at the waterfall room. Alrighty, so we are back at a now empty waterfall room. Well, at least no waterfall anyway, so let's head forward. And we've got one last little hallway before we get to the kind of the beginnings of the big prize. But once we get up here,
This was as far as I got before. I couldn't get this door to budge.
This pattern, doesn't it look like the Dawn Rune?
Yes, and that's exactly why I brought you here. You didn't think I brought outsiders here as a mere favor to Lucretia, did you?
So that's why.
Come, Prince. Bring forth your power. My intuition was right.
I don't believe it. These ruins are still alive?
Wait. You promised you'd do what you were told.
Oh. All right.
Even I don't know what's beyond this point. You better be careful.
alright, so now that we're in this room, we come to a Journeyman Crystal, and I will advise you very much heal up before you move forward. That thing, of course, is there for a reason. And that is what I'm going to do, and we're going to pick up next time on Suikoden 5. We will step into the room beyond the waterfall, and we will see what awaits us there, for good or ill. So, thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see y'all later.